Okay, we're live. You know who would be happy about this would be Jason Scott when I can't see you.
Oh yes. Well, he hasn't said that in a while.
I know.
That was like his every week thing when we first
Yeah,
started doing the pre-show.
I can't see you guys. I can hear you, but I can't see
I
you.
can't see you.
So now, yeah, everyone can see us on the pre-show and in the show because for some reason, Big B and I can't figure out when I put a picture on full screen, you hear nothing.
I hear absolutely nothing.
So, and that is the case of the listeners and YouTube and Facebook as well. So it does me no good. So I can't put pictures up, but hopefully, you can see when I put a picture up. And anyhow, so how'd you survive that major storm?
Oh God. It was like 2 days of shoveling. It was we got about 20 inches, I think we got.
Yeah.
And now we're supposed to get another 3 to 5 on Sunday. So we're gonna get more fucking snow.
I was going to ask
winter.
if you're getting any more now. Are you being hit by this, like what they call, I guess, nor'easter?
Well, that was what was just passed. It was an officially a nor'easter, which
Maybe that's what a polar vortex, maybe where it's extremely cold.
I think that's supposed to, after this weekend, that's supposed to follow behind the storm. I think so. We're going to get hit with another storm. Going to get a few more inches of snow, and then behind it is like some bitter coldness, apparently.
Okay. And hopefully, I'm, of course, here in Canada, folks, in Southern Ontario, but hopefully this should be the tail end of it because we're pretty much a month, maybe a month and a week to set the clocks back.
The sooner it ends, the better for me.
Oh,
I fucking hate winter. I don't know how you Canadians deal with it.
But you get it worse than I do. Like, don't blame it on Canada, Robin.
No. I'm not blaming it on Canada. I just don't understand how, people who live in Canada or Alaska or Scandinavia, for that matter, live with fucking snow like 9 months out of the year.
And big hello to Jason Scott, by the way. Can you see us?
Hi,
We're actually visible on the pre-show. You should
pre-show.
I can't see you.
I hear you, but I can't see you.
No, but it's very mild where I live. It bothers me. The older I get, the more it bothers me. I've told you this before. I curse my relatives who left on it wasn't a Mayflower, but whatever they. Jason Scott hates winter as well. And he says he can't see us. But whoever came here from wherever said, let's go to the coldest place on earth.
Right? Yeah. And I watch shows like whatever it is, the Alaska Last Frontier, whatever the fuck it's called. And these people live like in the middle of nowhere in the frozen tundra in Alaska, no electricity. They have to go forage for running water and shoot their breakfast, and they're perfectly fine with it. It's like, 9 feet of snow, and they're like, it's nothing.
Amish Alaskans. But hey, what about, and I think it's Alaska too, but I know it's like in the north of Canada where they get like the 24 hours of light and the 24 hours of darkness.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could not stand that, especially the 24 hours of darkness.
No.
Like, I think I could be okay with the light because you just draw the shades and whatever, and you're dark in the house. But if you're like, if it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's pitch black out and you got to go like to work, that's awful.
I mean, let's face it. When we first went into this last year with the COVID lockdowns and all that shit, we were almost in spring. So, it wasn't quite as bad. We are in the dead of winter. Right. We're going through the winter blues. We got no fucking daylight. It's dark at 5 at night. And we're in a lockdown. Like, it's really hitting me worse Not that I have a life and I go anywhere, but it'd be nice to like go outside, get some fresh air.
I thought you were loving this though.
I like not seeing people, but doesn't mean I don't want to go into my own gazebo or my hot tub or sit outside and mock and make fun of people walking up and down the street, my neighbors.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I don't miss that shit.
Lockdown doesn't prohibit you
work when it's dark and coming home when it's dark.
But lockdown doesn't prohibit you from going out to your gazebo or sitting in your hot tub.
In the fucking dead of this shit, it does.
Well, the season dictates that you can't do it. Lockdown does not.
Well, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. I think when it happened last year, and you correct me if I'm wrong, it was like end of March, April. So it was kind of spring. Right. And yeah, for the first 2 weeks or so, we're like, yeah, okay, hippy dibby, we're in the house. But then we could go outside.
Right.
We could do things. This time we're, right at Christmas, they say, lock this shit down. Mm-hmm. We made a mistake. We got no control of this. Right?
Which tells you that lockdowns don't work. But yes, go on.
Well, that too. That's an argument for another day. But what I'm saying is this time it's dark, it's cold, it's a colder winter than last year,
right.
Snow than last year, and
I get it. It's the cold of winter, of course. Jason Scott says it's the perfect season for hot tubs. So why the fuck aren't you in yours?
Because mine's a portable one. I haven't invested in a regular one yet, and the pump will freeze in this shit. So it's coming out around March. Lee Law, love that name. Small L, E, capital L, AW. Says, how long are you guys in lockdown? We've been in lockdown since the second week of December with no end in sight. Where I live, my region, we've been in lockdown what seems to be forever here in Southern Ontario and Canada. When we're not in lockdown, we're in code red, and I don't know the fucking difference. So yeah, I've been in lockdown as far as I'm concerned. Lee, spelled with a small L, Law, spelled with a capital L. I've been in lockdown what seems to be a year.
Now, where is Lee Law? Where does he live? That's
the coolest name.
See, I have no idea who's been in lockdown since the second week of December.
Well,
I'm in New York, and we're not allowed to eat inside, but we can eat inside as long as the inside's outside.
Oh, so we're not back there yet. See, we got to get back to that next. That's the next stage.
We're still there.
Oh no, we can't even eat inside outside anymore.
Oh, okay. No,
but
we can't. We're not allowed to. Well, I should say on Valentine's Day, our ever-loving piece of shit governor is going to lift restrictions so where they can be 25% in the indoor dining. So we can eat indoors at 25% capacity, or we can eat outdoors at 100% capacity. And our new pal, Lee Law, is in Ireland. Welcome, Ireland.
That's like my favorite new character.
Lee Law.
I love it.
And welcome.
Short Sigh is back again. Guys, we're going live in 30 seconds. Please don't leave us. Please don't leave us now. We got a great audience here.
This is for Short Sigh.
And he's back to ruin his Saturday morning again. Nothing we like doing more. If we're in lockdown, we're spoiling your shit too. We got a great show coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we can't do all that, but we're going to play the intro and all that shit anyway. So please stick around. We got a lot of fun. I'm going to tell you about my new lockdown hobby. Check in with Big B in Queens, New York, and all kinds of other good shit. I just got to trigger the podcast and the radio here. And we'll be good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Things are starting to get really weird in here.
You're listening to DK, the Big B, and Choo Choo Stew.
Cave Crew Radio. CaveCrewRadio.com. when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being
I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gonna go to a place like a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Craven, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power play goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Indeed, it is Cave Crew Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Lively crowd out there in the pre-show. I hope they stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific over on Facebook in our Cave Crew Radio group and wherever else it leaks out. We're also live on YouTube on Cave Crew TV. If you happen to be watching there tonight, please subscribe. It means a lot to us. When we get to 100 subscribers, we can actually name our channel. And of course, at our favorite place in the world, cavecrewradio.com. We are also available on podcast if you're only catching some of this tonight, wherever good podcasts can be found, including Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those good places. If I didn't say, my name is DK. I'm live from my cave in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. This is certainly the highlight of my week, and we've got a great show ahead for you. We got some weird stories and whatever's going on in our life. Choo Choo Stew, there is still an empty chair. Choo Choo Stew in London, England, is still driving those trains and as an essential worker. But rumor has it he's off for 2 weeks vacation again after tonight, and he'll be joining us in the next few weeks. So always fun when Choo Choo Stew is here, but my colleague and I always make the best of it with your help, of course, out there in our chat rooms. Now I'd like to bring into you what is always the epicenter of something. We never know what. He is the Duke of Urine Stench Alley. He has been officially knighted by the Queen of England. He is the president-elect that is yet to be sworn in, and so many other things. Ladies and gentlemen, from Queens, New York, Sir Big B.
Yes, live from Queens, New York, I am Sir Big B, your president-elect of the United States of America. And this week, as always, every week, we are the epicenter of something. This week, we are the epicenter of everything that is fucking annoying me today. Holy
That's like a big epicenter.
Holy shit! It started with I sent you over a picture earlier today of what I was doing. So I was taking apart one of my work computers. I needed to upgrade the RAM because it's running slow as shit. It's a brand new fucking computer that I bought last year, running slow as shit. So upgrading the RAM. Unscrew it, pull the back off. It's easy enough to put the RAM in and out. Got the new RAM card in, put it in, put the back on. Of course, it all starts with one screw that doesn't want to go back in. It comes out fine, will not go back in. So now it's sitting over here. So not a problem. Turn the computer back on. All of a sudden, my USB ports don't work.
Oh,
I get this window now.
give it a static shock.
Let me preface this by saying I fucking hate Windows.
Okay.
So
I love Windows.
I fucking hate Windows. I use Macs whenever I can. But on this for this job, I have to use a Windows computer. So now I'm getting a little Windows 10 window that pops up in the lower right hand corner that says USB does not have enough power. Will not work, whatever it says. And then it goes away, and then it comes back. Then it goes away, then it comes back. Then it goes away, then it comes. And it does this forever. I'll open a program, it'll go, come in, go out, come in, go out. I shut it down, restart it, it comes back again. So what I wound up doing is have to disable my USB ports. Now I'm going to have to open it back up to see if something got loose when I put in the RAM card to begin with, because the USB port and the RAM, where the RAM sits, is right next to each other. Maybe something happened when I brushed it. I don't know. So that's what I have to do then. Then I log in tonight to say hi to my wonderful pal DK. And I put on my headphones. He says hi, and I only hear it out of this side. I can only hear things out of this side. Funny thing is, it's very, very, I checked it. So, like, if I take off the thing, it's extremely faint in this ear. So, but mainly everything is right here. So, for somebody that's used to hearing everything in both ears, this is real fucking annoying because it's
annoying the shit out of you.
It's annoying the shit out of me.
Before, I only listen in one ear.
Right. And I always listen in two.
And of course, Choo Choo Stew only listens in one ear. But that's not by choice. That's because he sat on his headphones and broke one ear off.
And broke the other side off.
Yeah.
So now I'm listening in one side. So another thing is, so when I put on the headphones, if you haven't noticed, and you may not have, I got new glasses last weekend.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
I got a nice new pair of glasses. So this is the first time I'm actually using the headphones and all that. So they don't sit properly with the new glasses because the new glasses, the frames are a little thicker. So with my hat and my glasses are like this, I got to keep adjusting them. So I can only hear in one ear. I got to keep adjusting my fucking glasses. And I'm in the back of my mind, I got a fucking USB port that doesn't work and fucking window that keeps coming up and down. Doesn't work. I want to fucking kill somebody. I'm going to have, for our pal Short Sai, I'm going to have some nice fucking peanut butter whiskey here in my nice fucking glass.
I was just going to suggest, I think I have the cure to everything here on a Friday night. For all the blues, all the frustration, all the annoying. I've had a terrible week. It actually was a good week, but I'm same as you. Everything this week is annoying me. And I think that's partially due, and that's a big fucking cup of peanut butter whiskey. I'm joining you with the beer, but don't worry, I'm driving the ship. I'm your designated driver. You're good to go. You get as fucking sloshed as you want, like a pirate drinking gog on an abandoned island, protecting your chest full of pearls. Anyway, but I agree. But I think what I was talking about on the pre-show is true. We're getting a combination, and maybe you're not on total lockdown, like Big B is allowed to eat inside, outside. But we're on lockdown. We're not used to our normal activity. And normally in winter, we don't do as much anyway, I think, unless you're a skier, an ice fisherman, a weirdo. So anyhow, we've got that. We talked about the daylight. The daylight is really starting to bug the shit out of me. And, by the way, Short Sai loves that whiskey. You got to send him some. Find the address.
Send me the address, Short Sai. I'll send you some.
Send them some on dry ice or, a bubble wrap or something so it doesn't get damaged. And guy's been fucking drooling over that shit for 2 weeks. Anyway, I think we're all easily annoyed because of all these things that are put together.
It's very possible that, on top of everything with the fucking stupid lockdown and we can do certain things but can't do other things, and these fucking rules make no sense. It's very possible that that's just adding on to everything. But today has just been a perfect storm of annoyances.
Yeah,
all starting with my computer. And it was just that picture I sent you. I was all happy. I sent you. I say, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna change. And I got the old RAM card sitting right here. This is a fucking old RAM card. It's nothing special.
RAM card. I put you on full screen, but I can't because there's something wrong with the fucking sound, which really annoys me.
There you go. So there you go. So it's
Old RAM card.
the old RAM card, nothing major. Just pop it out, put the new one in, and you're done.
There you go.
And that's where it all started.
The old RAM card. And now I wanna bring up a couple things around here before we get into the meat and potatoes. Especially Big B. I thought he would have noticed. We always joke around about the Canadian mail and how it takes forever to get things. Well, today there is no game tonight, but there will be a game tomorrow. Today I received my Austin Matthews.
Oh, there you go.
I'm fading away. My Austin Matthews official Toronto Maple Leaf NHL jersey, and that does make me happy. I'm ready for game time. Austin Matthews, an American player. I may take some flack, but I love Austin Matthews. He's a generational player, and I am so excited to be wearing my authentic. I've had jerseys, I got shirts, but never have I had an official NHL.com a jersey. Turns out we all got one. My son got a Morgan Riley. My wife got John Tavares. And,
so I have a question for you.
Sure.
Obviously, we know the struggles with the Canadian mail. Did you order that last season?
I don't know if it was last season, but I'm pretty sure my wife, she's pretty good about Christmas. She probably ordered it, a good few weeks before Christmas. I'm not going to say she ordered it, but I bet you she ordered it. We'd have to get her for sure. But she was disappointed. She, you didn't get one of your gifts and yada, yada. And that's fine. We're only 11 games into a shortened season, but now I am officially ready. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, yada, yada, yada. I hate Tom Brady. I wish, what would Big B say? I wish bot flies inside his brain. So I'm obviously cheering for the Chiefs, but I'm excited. I feel this did make me feel semi-alive again. So Super Bowl Sunday. Maybe you're not too excited. I know it's neither of our teams are in there, but you must be excited as a chef extraordinaire. Do you have what's the menu at the Big B Hoso? Do you got something planned? Are you going to order?
No, because we just had a fucking nor'easter roll through, so there's 20 inches of snow outside. On Sunday, on Super Bowl Sunday, we're supposed to get another 3 to 5 inches. So there's no smoking going on. There's no barbecuing going on. We'll probably just have some finger foods or something. Nothing special this year.
Well, and that's what I have still a thing of chili in the freezer, homemade, so it can be chili fries or chili dogs. My wife picked up some wings. She makes a good potato skin. That's what I'm thinking too. Some, nachos. But that's what Super Bowl is all about. It's all about the finger foods. And of course, you're going to be doing it by yourself. But you all need to learn to talk to your pets. That's what I do on a regular basis, especially when I'm annoyed and I don't want my wife to make me sleep on the couch or something. I'll indirectly say to my dog, Ziggy, hey, Ziggy, you should have mommy, whatever. Start talking to your pets. I wonder if...
Do you try to give your dog a high five when somebody scores?
No, I should try that.
Oh, God.
I got to make sure I have treats in my pocket.
You should put the puppy bowl on for your dog. And let
the high five. I'd go viral. I'd be an influencer.
You'd be like your buddy. What's his name?
Bordeaux. Yeah. Have you heard about Bordeaux, by the way? I'm not sure if you follow him, but apparently he's unmasking on Sunday.
Is he unmasking? Oh my goodness!
This is the big viral. I'm sure he's doing it just to get viewers, but
so for those of you out there, Lee Law over in Ireland, Short Psy, and everybody else, go over to Twitter and follow Bordeaux, Boardo.
Yeah, get him on Twitter, get him on TikTok. Big reveal coming up. So anyway, I wanted to tell you too. Yeah, we still got time. We're doing good. I don't know why I always feel like 90 minutes is the cutoff, because like we're done being affiliated with any other networks. It never works out.
No.
They're always excited to get us, and then they bullshit whatever. Anyway, so I back to the topic of being extremely bored, nothing to do. Now, we all know Choo Choo Stew, the allotment, this major garden that's like owning a little miniature farm. But I like to plant some vegetables in the backyard as well.
Uh-huh.
A couple tomato plants, couple peppers, yada, yada. But what I do is I normally go to a nursery and buy a mature, semi-mature plant, right? And just plant it and let it grow and weed it when it turns ripe. This year on Amazon, I wish I had it here. I'll get it for you next week once I get it started. I've got like a miniature greenhouse. So I've ordered all these different seeds from various places, and I'm going to start my vegetable garden, which again, folks, is nothing. I can't feed a village or anything like that. It's nothing too big. But I've never done it from seed.
So this is going to be the allotment east.
Yeah.
Or
The
west.
miniature Canadian allotment.
Yeah.
So I was just reading here. You sure you guys are on lockdown? I haven't seen a Gaelic football game since early last year. I'd be curious, Leela, small L, capital L. What exactly a Gaelic football is different, because you got rugby and then you got Aussie rules football, right? Like, I'm sure you've seen that. I don't know exactly what Gaelic football is.
I would just assume it was soccer.
Maybe it is soccer, yet they beat themselves with shillelaghs or something. I have no idea.
But in our case, they can play the game, but nobody's allowed in the stadium.
Right, but at the Super Bowl, is there not going to be 25,000? I know normally, 200,000 people or something, but
I don't know. He's saying all games are off. See, we had to watch soccer, for Christ's sake.
Hurling, football, everything. Now, I'm familiar with hurling because I once went to like a Gaelic games, and hurling is, it's kind of like
is it like the shot put?
It's like shot put, jousting, it's like fucking David versus Goliath. They pick up some cow dung and see how far they can throw it.
What's the thing in I don't know if it's Scotland maybe, where they throw like entire trees?
Oh yeah, that's Scotland. Yeah, that the purpose of that, I believe, and again, I'm no expert. Short Side likes hurling as well. I'm no expert. But I think the reason they're throwing trees is because we're all making fun of them for wearing dresses. So these guys got to feel they got to make up. I'm wearing a skull. I'm wearing a dress. I'll show you I'm wearing a dress. Can you throw a maple tree 44 yards? With a New York accent, I said that.
I don't know what kind of accent that was. That was like a British.
I have no idea.
It was like a British Canadian-ish accent.
I'm not Sean Connor. Hey, and by the way, folks who have been with us since the beginning or end of the year, whenever we did this, we are doing terrible on the people dropping like flies. Christopher Plummer today, no one had him. Cloris Leachman, no one had him. No one had that Diamond, what's his name?
Justin Diamond
or whatever. Nobody had him. I don't think we scored one yet.
I'm looking back now at our death watch. Not one person has had anybody that's died yet.
Now, good news is we're only beginning the second month into the year. Bad news is a lot of people are dying. But yeah, we got nobody.
So we have 15 people between a few of us, 15 people on the death watch.
Yeah, give a quick.
We have not received. Huh?
I say give a quick recap. Now, by the way, Jason Scott says worst Scottish accent ever.
Well, that's true. All right, so a quick recap. So what we do every year. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. All right.
Are you
everything froze on my screen.
Okay.
So what we do at the beginning of every year is we start the CCR Death Watch. We pick who we think is going to die at some point during the current year. Generally, we pick two kind of, you could have a safe assumption, and then one kind of wild card. So let me go down the list here. Choo Choo Stu took Willie Nelson. He took Jerry Lee Lewis. And for his wild card, he took Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? Yeah, that was.
Well, yeah. So we also had a couple of people. We had Jason Scott, who's in chat, and Amanda. Amanda only picked one. She picked Bob Barker.
Yeah. Is he still alive or is he dead?
He's still alive as far as I know.
I thought he was dead already. Okay.
No, I don't think so. So our pal Jason Scott, who's in chat now, chose he went a lot British. He said Prince Philip, he said the Queen, and then he said the Epstein chick.
The one that's trying to get out of the. She wasn't involved in all the raping of the young girls there.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
So I said,
I think that was the name of the show too, because it wasn't her name Jesleen or some weird.
I have no idea.
I'm
Jason
sure
knows how
it
to
was
pronounce
Jesleen or
Jason knows how to pronounce it, and he was pronouncing it like it was.
Well, that's right, because they were on air with us.
They were on air, so he was pronouncing it like they're about fucking best friends.
He is grammatically perfect.
He's
very elegant. He lives on the border between Quebec and Ontario, though, so they're almost like in a Shakespearean haven.
So he's by Quebecois.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Ghislaine or something like that. Lee thinks it's Giselle. No, it flowed much better like that. It was like caramel over a sundae in the summer. It was Jason Scott. We need. I wish I should record it. Just
we should have recorded that and used it as a drop.
Yeah.
So moving on, I picked Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, good
Ozzy
one.
Osbourne.
Yeah.
And for my wild card, I said Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah, but he survived COVID and all that shit, right?
He did survive COVID.
Now, who did I pick? I think I went young. I don't think I picked all the old people.
You just started rambling names, so you have 5.
Yeah. Oh, did I? I'm sorry. That's cheating.
That is cheating, but
wait a minute. Time out. He's doing this well. Ghislaine.
Where
I said it sounds like Ghislaine.
He's phonetically spelling it for us.
I was horrified. I never freeze on the mic. The way that came across, I could imagine him with a sifter of brandy, sitting by a fire, telling a story of old Ghislaine.
And Lee Law says she's called someone's bitch now. And that is 100% true.
How do they do that in prison? I mean, so the big black guy fucks the little guy in jail, but what do they do for the women? Do they use a spoon? Anyway, back to what we were talking.
What? Do they use a spoon?
Well, you're in jail, right? So we have buttocks. We have the backdoor Barney, right? So the big black guy is the legend. Could be a burly white guy with a lot of hair on his back. It comes in the shower. You drop the soap. He bangs you. Lee Law said that, hey, let me pull this back up, that Ghislaine is now someone's bitch in jail. My question, I think, was very reasonable. How exactly do they become a bitch? What do you use? A spoon? I'm just asking. What would you use to emulate the penis?
Why do you automatically go to a spoon? What penis do you know resembles a spoon?
Apparently I ramble all the time. I'm not very popular tonight, but it doesn't have to be a spoon. Follow me on this.
I'm trying.
Little Harry, the 2-bit burglar, gets a bad judge, and he gets thrown in the slammer, and there's no room in the minimum security, so he goes immediately to the high security prison and becomes someone's bitch. He's making them chocolate cake and vanilla pudding, and Big Bruno comes along and baptizes him as the bitch. So now Leela, small L, capital L, is saying that Ghislaine is someone's bitch in prison.
Right.
My question, I think, was very reasonable. Maybe I spoke too fast. Maybe my example wasn't the best. How exactly does another female make Ghislaine her bitch? So the first thing popped into my mind was a spoon.
And that's where the questions come in. Why is a spoon the first thing that pops in your mind? She's got a hand with 5 fingers. They could be fucking fisting her for all we know. But you choose a spoon. Like they're fucking scooping shit out of the asshole. What?
Everyone wants to know what you're drinking. You should make your own brand of this.
What I'm drinking is...
Yes. So anyway, back to what we're talking about before we get distracted by you guys out there and Big B gets fascinated on his whiskey. Something has to emulate the penetrating part.
Right.
I'm
this. They have hands. They have a fist.
I'm thinking jail. I'm getting creative. I'm thinking you're in the canteen. You're getting your fucking mashed potatoes put on top of your cottage cheese, on top of your nachos.
Mm-hmm.
There's a spoon. Ghislaine slips out the back, tries to head back to her cell. Mary Beth, the Amazon murderer, happens to slip a plastic spoon inside her pantaloons, only to pin Ghislaine against the wall, grab her by the throat, hold up the plastic spoon and say, "Now, Ghislaine, you're my bitch." Just an idea. Doesn't have to be correct.
What happens if it's a spork?
A what?
A spork.
What's a spork?
You don't know what a spork is?
No.
It's a spoon. It's a spoon shaped like a spoon, but with the prongs on the end, like a fork. So you use it both as a spoon and a fork.
And that's called a spork. This is
look it up. This is a thing. Look it up. It's a spork.
Look it up. For fact checkers, Cape Coral Radio fact checkers, somebody, I gotta write that down. Somebody, so if it's a spork,
yes,
I think it would leave marks, evidence, scars.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they have. I'm not sure they have a fucking Chinette dining set in prison. I'm thinking you get a spork. You may get a plastic knife, depending on the level of security in the prison, and you get a plastic plate full of fucking shit. I don't think you get a separate spoon, fork, knife, salad spoon, salad fork, soup spoon. I don't think that happens in prison.
Spooned by a spork.
Spooned by a spork. There you go. YouTube user, I am drinking, before I continue with our Death Watch, I am drinking Screwball peanut butter whiskey, and I am drinking Grolsch Holland beer. So you too can drink along with me and get hammered as Leela is on a Saturday morning where he says this is his new favorite place because we're talking about rape with spoons. This is the kind of people we attract.
Capital L.
And this is the kind of people we attract, and this is the kind of people we love on this show.
Well, look at where our epicenter, or not epicenter. That's you. Where our home is. Our home, where we like to call our home, is a place in England called Urine Stench Alley.
That's very true. And I am the Duke of Pee.
The people that are what some people call normal, and maybe people they'd like to associate with, they leave this immediately. They're out, right? They're not here for the long haul.
Correct.
Whereas these people are here with us for the long haul. They get our sickness, they get our madness, and
they are our people.
Jesus himself did not hang with rich men and kings. He hung with the sick and the maimed and the poor. This is our mission as well.
There you go. These
Not
are our
to see you
people.
people are sick and or poor. Okay.
A little bit sick.
You're just mad like us.
There you
Totally.
go. To round out our Death Watch
Oh, yeah,
2021.
sorry, we got distracted there with the spoon. Spork. Whatever.
Spoon and spork rape. So DK went on a rampage that night, and he started rambling off names. He said Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. I think she's. Have you seen her lately? She was
I
doing
have.
like a fashion thing last week, and she's not looking. Now I know she's no spring chicken, but I think she's had her fucking knees pulled up her face. She's had so many facelifts.
Next in line, you said Pat Sajak.
Yeah, no, he's just not right.
Okay.
And I think what sparked me on that was Bob Barker, who I still wish someone would Google. Can't believe this.
Next in line, you said Rod Stewart.
Another one, perhaps. You know, he's got to be getting up there.
And
He's
this
had
was
syphilis for 35 years. I mean, how long can you last?
apparently forever. And
How come no one picks that guy from the Rolling Stones?
because if Betty White and Keith Richards die, the world comes to an end. You have to understand this.
Yeah, the
In
Matrix.
order for us to continue as a race, they need to survive.
Yeah, they are the monoliths of the apocalypse.
They certainly are.
Yeah.
The next one was going to be your last one. That was going to be your wild card. You said Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, she don't look right either.
And then later on in the show, you threw one more in. You said Kathy Bates.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that. I must have been drunk at that point. Oh, Demi, I'd like to slap the wave and ride on the ripples.
Wow.
Somebody write that down. I'd like to slap the wave and ride on the ripples.
These too long for the name of the show.
Oh, what's his name there is going to have you're not getting. This should be a championship, right? Because we got I can't find him here now. I'm so into Lee Law. Short Sai has kind of lost his sparkle. But Short Sai, if you want to be two-time Cave Crew Radio show namer, you're in trouble here. I'd like to slap the wave and ride the ripple.
I was as I opened the book. By the way, to all the new listeners, this notebook right here, you can't go full screen.
No.
This notebook right here is the keeper of all things show related. So
Yeah.
anything that gets said, I have Stu's history in here of all the people in his life, the girls he's met, the people missing limbs. I have, excuse me, I have my presidential declaration in here. I have show names. I have all manner of things. This is the official record of this show.
Yeah,
So
you
what I do,
cannot pull any wool over Big B saying this happened
right,
last year on this date. Big B will pick it up.
right. So I take
it's on.
copious notes, and huh?
I want Lee Law and Short Sai to be in a showdown for the name of the show. I mean, of course, you're writing things down. I'm, excuse me, I'm trying to pick things up. This is great. All right, guys.
So anyway, real quick, the whole point of me talking about the book was I opened the book and I'm looking back at last week, and again, I caught a very wonderful laugh with "It's a Fecking Trident."
Oh yeah, name of the
That's-
show, defending champion. It's a Fecking Trident.
That was great.
Against Lee Law, and Lee's probably sitting there drinking his rum, pissed out of his brain, drinking his gog, and what the fuck are these guys? Well, we name each episode with what we consider to be a classic show. And Jason Scott, you already won with that one. You got to come up with something new. Sounds like Chisland.
Sounds like Ghislaine.
It's like taking a bubble bath with a salt lamp beside you. It's just such a. Anyway, I'm gonna shake things up. Guess who I'm gonna bring in?
Oh no! What?
It's time. We got to follow Joe Biden's lead, and I do have a story. And in order for me to give you a story about these people, I of course have to bring in our kind of co-host, Jesse, the transgender avatar, who always has something to say and to teach us. So let's turn it over to Jesse, and then I can get into my story.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Jesse, the transgender avatar. It is now time to educate you with the transgender definition. Gender nonconforming, a term used to describe some people whose gender expression is different from conventional expectations of masculinity and femininity. Please note that not all gender nonconforming people identify as transgender, nor are all transgender people gender nonconforming. Many people have gender expressions that are not entirely conventional. That fact alone does not make them transgender. Many transgender men and women have gender expressions that are conventionally masculine or feminine. Simply being transgender does not make someone gender nonconforming. The term is not a synonym for transgender or transsexual and should only be used if someone self-identifies as gender nonconforming.
Holy shit.
That whole speech made me want to set somebody on fire. Holy Christ. That was the most angering speech ever. I hope Jesse the fucking trans whatever gets fucking syphilis of the eye and the fucking cornea bleeds out the fucking nostrils. Holy shit.
Yeah, like this has been forced on us. This is part of Joe Biden's new thing that if we are going to continue on and do the things we do, we must employ a transgender of some point. And for some reason, we've got this annoying fucking avatar that continues to pop up and interrupt the show. You said syphilis of the eye.
I hope this transgender thing gets syphilis of the eye and its corneas bleed out its nose.
All right.
Your head is like your head becomes magical and it fades into the background.
It's a little bit long for a title, but it could fit to the show notes. Anyway, wait till you see this.
What?
I think this is a good one.
I don't want it.
I think Jason Scott is laughing. All right, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I can't bring it full screen. Ex-WWE superstar Tyler Rex. So I kind of don't remember him. I like wrestling. I don't follow it that much anymore, but I don't remember this guy. He must have been like a B player or something, but this guy's a manly man. He has just had a gender reveal party. So this is what Joe Biden is doing to you people. This is like a man beyond a man. He's hairy, he's tattooed, he's muscular. He had a gender reveal party and his name is gone. His real name's Gabe. He now calls himself Gabby.
This is a real thing?
I'm not shitting you. This is coming from TMZ exclusively on Extra TV. This dude who was a tough man, a wrestler. He was on Raw SmackDown, said he was on WrestleMania. And he left, and he has gone now from Gabe to Gabby. He's a bodybuilder. He's a fitness guru. He's an ex-WWE superstar. There's media contact information. We should get Gabby on the show.
Oh my God. If you get that fucking thing on the show, man, the questions I would have, because this is a real. So this is a professional wrestler.
So in the back,
if I'm looking, if I'm
full screen, but in the back is the T-Rex or whatever his name was.
Right. So, so I'm looking at this correct then. On the left is the wrestler guy, whatever the fuck his name was.
Gabe, but I
Gabe.
went under T-Rex. Yeah.
T-Rex. Okay. And now it's this thing on the right.
Yeah.
As
Very big
yeah.
boobs. Very big boobs.
Well, if you're going to become a woman, why not get fucking? Who would become a woman and become flat chested?
Because I want you to notice something. Again, I can't bring it full screen, but the tattoos are there, right? Like on the so you know Gabe is Gabby. What's this now? Do you guys know that hemorrhoids are speed ramps for the gay community?
I'm sorry. As soon as I saw it pop up,
I really like this guy. I still don't understand why he doesn't capitalize the first letter of his name, but I'm sure there's a reason.
Oh my god, that's way too long to be the name of the show, but that's the line of the fucking
Write
night.
that down. That could be in the show notes.
All right.
Did you guys know that hemorrhoids are speed bumps for the gay community? Oh, poor short side. He's sitting back befuddled. He doesn't know what hit him. It's like a one-hit wonder is coming in and destroying his reputation from last week. And, of course, Jason Scott, who's used to being the king of the show, is going, who are these two guys? This is my home. This is my domain. Anyway, yeah, so I don't really want to spend a lot of time on it. I don't understand how you get those things. Is it a wig, or I guess he had long hair already, a little dye job?
You know, it's and I've talked about this because this subject has been on this show a number of times, and I've talked about this a number of times. I worked with a guy who,
oh yes, you have, yeah,
who was becoming a woman, and this guy was a literal 6'4" black guy, full beard. We talked about metal.
We could have made Ghislaine his its bitch.
He could have,
yeah,
using a spork, but he was literally 6'4". A full beard. We talked about metal. He was into, he wasn't that much into rap and all that. He was into rock, and so we talk about metal and Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and he loved the Islanders. So we'd talk hockey. I'm a Ranger fan. So we'd go back and forth. Then one day he you start seeing him with wearing eye makeup on. I'm like, what the fuck's going on with him? He leaves the company, and then suddenly we hear he's transitioning to a woman and wants to hang out with us.
Oh, fantastic.
So we
a dark, dank bar.
Now keep in mind I worked in Manhattan. So there is, there are certain communities in Manhattan where there are gay and transsexuals and all that, and that's fine. I don't frequent there because I'm not gay, but this is where he was hanging out. So we all went to this bar, and he comes out wearing a dress and weird and not beard. You didn't have a beard and all of it. It was really fucking weird. And, I was very uncomfortable during this meeting. And then as we're leaving,
take a picture of any sort.
I don't know. No. As we're leaving, I want to get out of there as soon as possible because I'm very uncomfortable. It's not because I'm homophobic or transphobic or whatever the fuck this is. This was a dude I knew for 10 years as a 6'4" dude that we, hung out and talk sports and talk metal. Now all of a sudden he's wearing a dress.
You were at the bar when he was a man. You would call him into battle, and you would say, "This guy's got my back."
Yeah, absolutely. I knew him for 10 years doing this. And then all of a sudden he comes out and there's a woman, wearing a dress. Hey, this is really unfucking comfortable. So we're trying to leave, and he shakes everybody's hand, but me, he goes in and grabs a hug, and I was like, "Oh God, just please leave me alone." And I ran out of there.
Jason Scott, and this is where I'm going. I was getting ribbed on Instagram when I posted, those short videos I do every week, and then someone say, "I love this. Where in the spectrum between male and female does this lie?" I'm exactly with him. Does that have a penis, or has it been turned inside out?
The guy I knew didn't go full surgery, so he still had his penis.
So he didn't go loop de loop. He didn't put his left foot in and take his right foot out. He didn't do the full hokey pokey, right?
No, he was just
Right.
taking he was taking hormones, so he had like boobs.
Right.
But he
This
didn't go
is
for the
so
surgery yet.
scary. You wonder why I still sleep with a teddy bear, ladies and gentlemen. This is and what do we got here? Turtle heads for the win. Turtle heads. But anyway, yeah, this is. I'm same as you. We got to be in an accepting time, and this is kind of sad. I'm not trying to make fun of it, but a good friend of mine from childhood. Excuse me. His father died. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but you start to scope people on social media.
Sure.
I noticed, and I knew his daughter was a very good female hockey player. That's all I knew about her when she was younger, and she's now a nurse, very successful. God bless your soul. Thank you for all you do. Lesbian. And this guy's a macho Italian dude. And, like I haven't talked to him about how he feels about it, but like it's commonplace now, right? Like it's common to see more lesbian and gay couples, and it's more of a comfortable place to be than when you and I grew up, right? If you were that way, you were in the closet. I get all that. I don't get this. This is the missing link. This is, I could see Rod Sterling standing in front of a podium telling me, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go to a weird place, right? Like your favorite Twilight Zone thing there. I don't understand.
So I have
what bothers me. I'm not threatened. I don't care if you want to be Gabe or Gabby. That makes no difference to me.
Right.
You say potato, I say potato. It's all one big thing. But I don't understand it.
So I have a question now. So as we all know, Joe Biden, through his 1,000 executive orders, leading like a dictator that he is, has eliminated women's sports by saying men who identify as women can compete in women's sports. So now, is this thing going to be in the women's division in wrestling?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. What is it exactly? Is it still a man?
Well, of course it is. Of course it's still a man. It's always going to be a man. Here's the thing. It's always going to be a man because you can't change the DNA. The DNA is masculine. You have masculine sexual organs. I don't care if you fucking cut it open and turn it inside out like fucking roast beef. It's still going to be fucking a man.
You cut it inside and turn it outside with roast beef. When does that ever happen?
Well, the outcome of it. I don't know what they do. But what I'm saying is, physiologically, you're a man. You're going to have the DNA of a man. You're always going to have the DNA of a man. You can't change that. So you're always going to be a man. I don't care how many surgeries you have, how much hormones you take. Your DNA is masculine.
Let's play this out for a minute. Gabby, as it is now, goes to prison.
Right.
Is there an opportunity that Gabby has the opportunity to make Ghislaine her bitch? I don't even know what to call her. Or does Gabby still be forced to go into a male jail because
that is a very good question.
Like, where do transgenders go to jail? Can someone answer this question for me? It's the $1 million question. Where do those things go to jail? Where do they go potty? Where do they sit on a bus?
Well, that's the ultimate question, right? I think we have to figure out what bathroom they use first before we figure out what jail they use. I don't know. I personally think they go to the man's jail, but that's my opinion. I have no idea.
The school dance. Usually the what is it? The girls go against the wall and the guys stand on the floor, or vice versa. Red Rover, let Gabby come over. At what point does this is where my struggle is. It's not accepting. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's cube or to put a round ball in a square hole. I honestly don't understand. I just don't get it.
I have no idea. And Jason Scott's actually putting a real name to it: gender dysmorphia. He's smarter than all of us because I would have never known that word.
Gender dysmorphia.
Gender dysmorphia is a mental, and I will give you that that it is more of a mental issue than anything else, because if you're a man and you think you're a woman for some reason, you have some mental issues going on.
Right.
And vice versa. If you're a woman and you think you're a man, you got some mental issues going on. Oh, and by the way, Biden in one of his many executive orders has said now these people can serve in the military. Go ahead. It doesn't matter.
Okay, can I just say, completely off topic,
please?
If Jason's, and where's Amanda, by the way? She's like broke. Amanda is not one to take a sick day and miss the show. But other than that, that's not what I was talking about. If Amanda and Jason and my wife and I, and we all, meet up, be it in Kentucky or we head to your place in Queens, and we're having games,
right?
I call dibs on Jason Scott as my Trivial Pursuit partner.
I thought you were going to say you called dibs on Jason Scott for the orgy, but
No, I'm as vanilla as what's his name, vanilla.
It's time for more whiskey.
Yeah, time for more.
You said you were driving, so fuck it, I'm drinking.
I'm driving the train. I got this. So goodbye, Gabby. We'll see you sometime. Time for the next story, ladies and gentlemen. And this one was kind of funny. I think it was Jason Scott actually who shared this on the Cave Crew Radio page. And by the way, while I'm getting things ready, be sure to follow us on social media. Twitter, yeah, we're out there. Instagram, yeah, we're out there. But Cave Crew Radio Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Just search Cave Crew Radio. I think you got to be approved, but we have no shame. We approve everyone. And it's a week-long party of sharing stories and funny memes and all kinds of good stuff. And what's small L, capital L saying here? I got a great name for the show. My dad had a posh wank in a condom, slapped it up against the wall, and the sun brought it out to show. That's fantastic, but I'm going to teach you something. Small L, capital L. It needs to be short. It needs to be catchy and short. It can be like a sentence, but it's got to be like a small sentence, like the dog caught the ball on the hill, something like that. So it can fit into iTunes and all those different places. And anyway, I digress. Let me show you this thing. So Jason Scott brought this up. Yeah, I need a sip of beer before I wet my whistle.
Please.
All right, you're going to love this. This is not scary. This is not bad. This is not anything. This is the Testacuzzi.
What?
This is a real thing again. This is a jacuzzi for your testicles. Nothing beats a relaxing soak in the jacuzzi after a long day's work to soothe our exhausted mind and body. Luckily for men, they can now wallow in the same spa treatment with this innovative Testacuzzi. From the name itself, you can easily sort out what the invention is all about. The testicle jacuzzi is what you're thinking. You're absolutely right. It's a jacuzzi for your nuts. The Testacuzzi mini jetted tub featuring an ultra soft penis perch. An ultra soft silicone penis perch. I thought I missed something there. A silicone penis perch. A contoured rim and a dual sack-sized interior basin to dunk the junk into. The battery-powered miniature jacuzzi emits relaxing air bubbles for muscle relaxation, along with soft bubbling sounds for a more soothing effect. Wow. Now, the concept fundraiser was launched on Kickstarter about a month ago and is still in the process of acquiring all the funds to turn it into reality. You can pre-order it. It's available in 3 variations: white, jet black, and 14-karat gold plate.
Well, thank God.
The 14-karat gold plated Testacuzzi costs a whopping $10,000.
What? That thing costs $10,000
for the 14. The one on the right.
What do the other ones cost?
They didn't get into that. We'd have to ask Jason Scott.
I want to know, where in your life are you going to use this?
Small L, capital L, says, so it's a willy washer.
But so I have a lot of questions. Where does the water come from? Where would you actually use this? Like, you're not going to be sitting at the office, behind your desk, putting this thing on your balls.
Why not? It seems very discreet.
Well, it seems very cumbersome, is what it seems. So you got to have your pants down. And where does the water come from?
I don't know how big your balls are, and I don't care to, but it doesn't really look that cumbersome. It looks like it fits in your hand. You press a button. It's AA batteries or whatever. Maybe you can mute the sound of the relaxing bubbles.
But again, where does the water come from? So how is it hooked up to the water? So if you're sitting at
Amanda must be here. She says those holes look a little small. Maybe this has only been released, Amanda. And welcome, Amanda. We missed you. We've been asking for you. And now the show is complete with small L, capital L. Everyone's back again. This is fantastic. This is beautiful. Maybe it's from Tokyo. I don't know.
And Jason Scott says, fill it up like a water gun. So you just hold it under the sink. You pop the little rubber stopper, fill it up and put the rubber stopper in, and then you press a button.
This is what I love about Jason Scott. This is why we call them fact checkers. This is why we rely so much on this is why we don't record and then just release this shit to you. We rely on you. Jason Scott has thoroughly researched the Testacuzzi. and God, I hope he doesn't have one. But I'm kind of curious right now. There's a few things we talk. I wouldn't want an anal swab. I don't even want a COVID test to begin with. There's a lot of things we talk about. I would probably dip my rippers in there just to see what the effect was. And
you just call them the rippers?
Is it arousing? I don't know.
You call your balls the rippers?
I didn't know what else to say. I'm very befuddled with between the Irish guy and the English guy who isn't really from England. He's like up north, so they all talk slang. I'm finding myself inventing my own slang here on the show, and I'm calling balls rippers. They rip my underwear because they're so heavy and large.
Wow.
Definitely can use it if you have blue balls, Amanda says.
That's not going to work. So
I don't know. That way, yeah, because not that I've ever had it. I've never been in that position, never been deprived that long. But from what I've heard, blue balls are painful.
I'll be completely honest. I've had it when I was younger.
Yep.
Man, it hurts. And I'm sorry, a little jacuzzi is not going to work. There's only one thing that works, and it ain't fucking water. Let me tell you that.
Glory hole.
Aha!
There you go.
PCR glory hole. That's what.
At least you're a bigger man than me. See, you got to admit, ladies and gentlemen, you sit there in the chat room. No one can see your face. No one knows who you are. We're here. We're telling it like it is. Big B has told you once upon a time. just like a Mother Goose fairy tale. He had blue balls, and he hasn't told us how. We'll leave that to your imagination. But there's only one way. One way.
Let me tell you. So when I was in high school, right? You know, the hormones are popping off and all that. You know, you're in your young teenage years. I met this chick that was going to a high school near me, so we'd be on the train together. You know, we end up talking and going out and all this. And I met her by the mall one day, and we were making out and all, doing all this shit, but not doing the ultimate.
You didn't get. You basically got to walk. You didn't get on base.
No, we didn't get on base. Yeah, I got to walk. Right.
Yeah, you didn't get on base by hitting.
Right.
In sports terms. Yeah.
Right. So there was pain involved. So and keep in mind, I wasn't driving, so I had to take a bus home. I was standing at the bus shelter. Well, I shouldn't say standing. I was curled up in the fetal position in the bus shelter, in a lot of pain.
That bad? Like taking a fastball to the nuts when you forgot.
Oh, it was worse than that. And I didn't know what it was at the time. Again, I'm very young. I was like,
Right.
you know, how old was I? 14, 15 years old, whatever I was. Man, it hurt. And I'm curled up in the fetal position waiting for a bus to come. So I get on the bus and I'm hurting. I get home and I'm worried because I had heard, you know, when you're a kid, you hear things and you think like it's it's actually happening.
Yes.
I had heard, you know, a week ago, a month ago, prior, whatever it was, about something called testicular torsion, which means when one ball goes on the other side for whatever reason. I heard this was a thing.
Somehow they swap.
They swap sides.
Yeah.
They swap sides. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I don't know what this is, but I think my balls swapped sides.
You think you had what again? Testicular
torsion.
Testicular torsion. Okay.
I don't know if that's a thing. I never looked it up, but that's what, you know, when I was a kid, you think all these things are true. That's what I heard. So I think
you're in a panic right now. You've forgotten about this girl. You're no longer aroused. You're in deaf fear. It's like you're standing in front of the mirror and you're about to unleash your last Candyman, right? Like you're freaking at this point.
Right. So, and keep in mind, this is pre-smartphone, pre-internet. You know, we didn't have any of this stuff where you could just look up my balls hurt,
right,
and you know, figure it out. So I'm sitting there in my room,
expert, and can tell you why. Yeah,
right. So I'm sitting in my room, and it's not something I want to go to my parents for. You know,
no. Testicular torsion is an embarrassment. You'd be banned from the family.
Right. I have no idea what it is. So you know, what happened was through all this. I still, I had an erection, and I was still excited from being with the chick and doing what we were doing and not going anywhere else. So you do what you do at that point in time.
He roughed the muffin, folks. Basically, Amanda's here, so I don't want to get too
right. So as soon as the deed was done, you feel
testicles plainly proud.
Yes, that's testicular torsion. Where testicles plainly proud.
Okay.
So immediately,
be a secretary other than you because you're doing the show.
Right. Immediately, I felt better.
Yeah.
As soon as the deed was done, I was like, "Oh shit! Wow, that felt better." And of course, it was a mess. It was all over the place.
Yeah. Well, then you got to spill.
Yeah. Then you got to clean up. But then that's when you realize you learn from experience. This is what it was.
Yes, I really don't have testicular torsion.
Testicular torsion. I don't know where I heard it. I had heard it prior to that day. And that's what I thought it was. I thought my balls.
Ernie and Bert were talking about it.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
this was however many, this was 20, I was probably 14, 15. So, 22 years ago, whatever it was. I have no idea where I heard the term, but that's what I thought I had. I thought my right ball moved over to the left ball, and my left ball moved over to my right ball.
Right. You thought you were playing, sexual Simon Says, and he just said right ball left, and you made a mistake.
Correct.
I got you. Okay, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of new people here, and I don't even know if Jason and Amanda would know about this, but a while ago we used to make fun of a certain state, and we haven't done it in a while, so I'll bring a picture back in here, and I usually have a little song that I play for this because BB used to like this anyway.
Everyone from Florida is stupid. Everyone from Florida is dumb. I might not be the brightest guy, but next to them my IQ's high. If they had guitars, here's how they'd strum.
So yeah, we used to get a lot of stories. You don't seem to get as many anymore, but people in Florida seem to do really weird shit. And I found one, and it may not be the best one, but it's a Florida story. This guy on the left here, the Florida lawyer is disbarred after making porn films with inmates in jail.
What?
Florida lawyer disbarred after making porn film with inmates in jail.
Okay.
Apparently, he took the lawyer-client privilege a little bit too far. A Florida lawyer has been disbarred for having sex with inmates in jail and recording the encounters for a pornographic film, according to the state Supreme Court. Andrew Spark, 58, had the answer to testicular torsion here, would solicit sex from incarcerated women and offer to put money in their commissary accounts. I guess that's like they're spending money.
Yeah, commissary.
What's that? Commissary, sorry.
Commissary account.
Commissary accounts. If they let him use the footage for a porn video called, oh, come on, I can't do it without this. We haven't used this in a while either. Girls in Jail. How creative.
Okay.
The High Court found that Spark abused his attorney-client privilege to gain access to private jail rooms in two separate detention facilities for his own prurient, am I saying that right? Prurient?
I don't know.
And or financial interests. The panel said in a recent disciplinary notice shared on the Florida Bar's website. The newly disbarred lawyer previously pleaded guilty to bringing contraband into detention facilities and solicitation of prostitution. He's serving a 5-year probation that ends in 2024, according to the Miami Herald. He was also arrested in 2017 after he was caught fully exposed in a private room at the Pinellas County Jail, according to the sheriff. The rooms where Spark chose to meet women for sex were not equipped with recording devices and only had a small window on the door. The aspiring porn star would then film the inmate performing oral sex on him while he blocked the small window by standing against the door. He would reportedly tell jail officials he needed to bring a camera into the room so he could be efficient in the representation of his clients.
Nice.
That's pretty much. Any questions?
That's fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pretend to represent somebody and film them fucking me or blowing me.
I have a question.
Sure.
And I don't know why they do this, but I'm assuming the woman on the right is a co-star.
I would assume.
And they're releasing this because she's maybe the one pressing charges against the lawyer.
But she did the act.
She did the deed. So
She
does
did
she
the
have
deed.
any guilt in this at all? Or is she just a desperate, incarcerated woman
Yes.
looking for commissary funds?
Commissary.
Commissary
Commissary is like the bank account for prisoners. That's
Right.
where they go. That's where the money they have that they can spend and buy fucking Cheetos and toothpaste.
Cheetos and toothpaste.
And toothpaste. You buy in the
The
commissary.
highest commodities. No one's looking for a regular spoon. They're content with the sporks.
Well, you can't buy cutlery. No.
They're
you buy-
looking for Cheetos and
toothpaste. Exactly.
No, Jason Scott, I think you're wrong on this. They're not paying him. He's paying her or them for his porno movie. Very creative title. Girls in Jail.
Who thought of that? Gee.
Who thought of toothpaste and Cheetos?
Toothpaste and Cheetos. That's what you buy in the commissary. You buy toothpaste and Cheetos. Have you not watched fucking any type of jail show?
Oh, wait a minute. I get what Jason Scott is getting at. I'm a little slow here because there's been a lot of shit thrown at me tonight. So I mean, I'm not thinking as level-headed as I might be. He's saying they couldn't afford his legal fees. So as the lawyer, they're look, dude, I'll blow you. You represent me, and you put money in my commissary so I can have Cheetos and toothpaste.
So this is like, when you put on Pornhub and you go on a fake taxi. I can't pay for the ride, so I'll blow you. Or, the real estate. I can't pay for rent this month, so, you can fuck me in the ass. That type of thing.
Fuck me in the ass. So in its purest form, it's basically ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's the 2020s version of ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or
So
Jason Scott says the barter system. Yes, the barter system.
Did you? Now you've been honest tonight about this testicular tension. Did you actually know someone who couldn't pay their rent and they came flat out and said, "You can fuck me in the ass"?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering because why wouldn't, if it was a girl, you would fuck the vagina?
No, that's a porn thing.
I'm missing a lot in life. I gotta Google
Every now and then, just
I
go
gotta
on Pornhub and scroll through the categories.
I really do because I've never heard of I can't pay my rent. You can fuck me in the ass.
Yeah, just scroll through the category. You don't have to watch the videos, so your wife doesn't, get all mad. Just scroll through the categories and see what's out there.
And you're gonna guarantee me I can't pay my rent. You can fuck me in the ass.
You can search that exact term, that exact phrase, and it'll come up.
I've led a sheltered life.
This is what happens when you're in a small town in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen I really love it. When you get Avenger crossovers and Star Wars crossovers, and the Pizza Boy comes and shit like that. But I've never seen the poor old maid. I'm imagining this little Mexican siesta gal going, "Oh, he's just shitty. I can't afford my rent this month, but you can fuck me in the ass."
Again, with the fucking
It's like
British,
looking for Dorothy
Canadian British accent.
slippers.
Oh my God! Jason Scott says, "Watch him with your wife. Spice things up."
I'm pretty sure my wife would have no interest in. I can't afford my rent, but you can fuck me up the ass. But maybe we can find something a little bit easier to start on.
But YouTube user, and I'm assuming it's Amanda, says you're the best. Fuck me, but you're the best.
Me. So after being told I ramble and I babble, and she uses my real name. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Fuck me, but you're the best.
You know what? I can't afford to pay you for that compliment, but you can fuck me up the ass. Seems to me. This show goes in very dark places. Anyway, yeah. So the guy was making pornos, and hey, Valentine's Day is coming. I got one. I
can't wait.
Lord, please.
And Lee Laws. All right, I agree. One does not just scroll through Pornhub. Okay, but I'm trying to show DK, his virgin eyes, his small town Canadian virgin eyes.
Right.
Just look at the categories. Start off small. Don't jump right into videos. Look at your categories. See what maybe interests you, and see what's out there. Then maybe you watch a couple of videos, but you can't jump all right in. I understand what you're saying, Lee Law, but for Canadian virgin eyes, you can't just jump right in.
Can't jump right in. All right.
Who's Jason
it was Jason Lavalley.
Who's that?
Anyway, let's talk about Valentine's Day.
Wait a minute. Who's Jason Lavalley?
How do you know? There's actually a hockey coach that I know, but I can't see because everyone wants to be YouTube user. Like I said, they're masking themselves. And anyway, look at. I don't have a picture. I apologize. I dropped the ball on this one. I don't have a picture, but this is a cool story. Okay. Valentine's Day is coming. I need to get control of this fucking ship, right the rudder, and get us, going with the current again, because we've gone to places tonight that just ain't right, even for us. Okay. Even during a quarantine and dark winter months where our doldrums are so low, we're exploring things that even Choo Choo Stew would not bring up. You have the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, from a San Antonio zoo, to name a cockroach after your ex and watch it get eaten for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
This is from CNN. Have you ever felt like ripping an ex's head off? Well, now you can, sort of, right? Sort of, not really. For just $5. This one's cheap. We're not trying to put you in for a lot of money here. The San Antonio Zoo will name a cockroach after a former significant other and feed it to a bird, reptile, or mammal as part of the zoo's Cry Me a Cockroach event on Valentine's Day. And if your ex-boo was a especially snaky one, pay $20 more. Oh my God. Pay $20 more to have the zookeepers feed a frozen rat to a reptile instead. You really got to hate that person. For those not into critters, the zoo offers a $5 herbivore option. This is getting into the Joe Biden shit again. Which consists of romaine, lettuce, cabbage, and other leafy greens that can be fed to vegetarian. We have a vegetarian cannibalism option in this story. Oh, shit me up a fucking river. So you even get a certificate to share on social media. And if you're brave enough, you can post and tag the unlucky someone. Jilted lovers have until February 13th at 6 p.m. to register on the zoo's website. Only first names will be displayed during the event. I just want to watch all these things get eaten with all the different names. The money raised from Cry Me a Cockroach will go to expanding the zoo's jaguar habitat with an overhead catwalk. I guess if you're not feeling pleasant towards your own current significant other, you could use this. I'm in awe. Well, not about this entire show has me in awe. I feel like I need to take vitamins or some Geritol. But there's a herbivore option to cannibalism. Only in 2021 would we say to you, you can make a human sacrifice. And if you're not comfortable with that, you're a little vanilla. You're not quite into the blood and guts. We'll put a tomato up there for you instead.
Right. Just to make you feel better.
You can be the member of our satanic cult. And look, it's a new time. The olden days, we used to ask for, a blonde virgin, but it's okay. Just bring us a tomato or a grapefruit. It's herbivore sacrifice.
That's great.
Amanda thinks this money well spent. She may go to the San Antonio Zoo site. If you do, take screenshots, Amanda, please.
Wait, is Amanda Amanda a vegetarian?
No. I think she's got hate for an ex, and
okay.
she's thinking that rather than punch a hole in drywall or go out and stalk and physically harm that person, she's thinking this is a proper chance where I can vent my anger in a way that's partially satisfying. A cockroach or for $15 more, a frozen rat can be fed. Or I really want to see a video of the person that's mean enough to say, Jenny did me wrong. Jenny, I hate Jenny, but I only want to feed the animal romaine lettuce and cabbage.
And if you want to call Jenny, it's 8675309.
Yeah, 8675. Amanda is not a vegetarian, but she was married.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can see we've made a sale here. I can see Amanda going on the San Antonio website, $5, cockroach. Might have been a really rocky marriage, might get the frozen rat involved, might go for the grand buffet, do the frozen rat, the cockroach, and then feed the thing some fucking romaine lettuce and cabbage. Do the whole buffet.
Why not?
Why not? Depends how bad she is.
Exactly. What do you have to lose at this point? It's $5.
Yeah. Well, $5 for the cockroach, $5 for the lettuce. Well, they didn't say what the price of the lettuce was.
All right. So let's say $25.
$25. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want someone to spork you or anything like that. It sounds like terrible shit. She's going frozen rat. She's going $25.
Damn right, frozen rat.
This guy was not good. I know nothing of the story, ladies and gentlemen. I'm following Amanda just like you do, playing These Are the Days of Our Lives, the spinning globe. Know nothing of the past history. This dude don't even. Hell, I ain't wasting fresh vegetables. I'll eat the salad myself. Cockroach ain't good enough. And I can obviously a Red Wing fan or something. This is a authentic Austin Matthews generational talent shirt.
By the way, I'm wearing my New York Rangers.
Now they're a good team. I have respect for that team.
It's actually a Ryan Callahan shirt.
There was actually, I don't mean to get off topic, but there's actually an article I was reading on Sportsnet today or the other day. Days run into each other. The last goalie to win a Detroit Red Wing hockey game, other than Jonathan Bernier. All right, so this is everyone's discarded Jonathan Bernier. Okay, he's just like he's the frozen rat of the NHL. What was Howard, and that was a year and 2 months ago. The only goalie, and I guarantee you that Jonathan Bernier does not play every night. They got that expensive dude they got from the Islanders, Greece. He hasn't won a game. They don't win games. You go to a freaking hockey game over there, it's all people wearing blue.
But what's his name? Jimmy Howard? Didn't he just retire?
Yeah. Well, fuck. He's not Tom Brady. He's not going to go to 14 Stanley Cups. The guy who got a chance in hell. Are you guys going to trade me or what?
Right.
I'll go play for the Penticton Pigs and win the Pennsylvania Junior Championship. I want to win something here. You going to trade me? If not, I'm going to take my chances being an analyst on TSN or NBC Sports. Ain't a fucking chance in hell that anything coming here. Amanda might as well have been a vegetarian when she was married. Ain't no meat being eaten during marriage. Man, this small L, large L is hostile. The more he drinks, these Irish guys are partiers.
I love Lee Law. I love our new fans, Lee Law and Short Sai. And of course, Amanda and Jason Scott go without saying.
And the other
family to us now.
And the other Jason. It's great.
Who's the other Jason?
The other Jason in the chat. He's a hockey coach. He's just enjoying the show.
Oh,
just be appreciative. People are watching your damn show.
I appreciate every one of them. I just didn't know who the other Jason was.
Well, you'll probably never meet him, but he likes you. You're his favorite character on the show.
Am I? Oh, it's wonderful. The other Jason, I don't know who you are, but hello. I'm happy that I'm your favorite. Whatever I can do to keep myself as your favorite, I will do.
There you go. It's not hard with me around. All right. What time we're getting to here, ladies? The show is flowing by. Great news. Choo Choo Stew, London, England. We'll be back again. I forgot one little story. I was reading, and I don't know if I have the story here, that 6% of people will be watching the Super Bowl naked.
What?
Hang on. Let's see if I can find that. We will go a little bit over this week.
Who's studying this and why?
Well, that's where I get into this too. Like, a study says that 6% of people will be watching the Super Bowl naked. A study by Oracle, whoever that is, found that twice as many people will be watching the Super Bowl alone or with a virtual party this year. And while the study says people are just as excited for this year's Super Bowl as previous years, they won't be spending the big day with friends over piles of wings. Instead, 8% plan on attending a virtual party. Twice as many as in previous years will be watching the Super Bowl on their own, which explains why equal numbers, 21%, will be wearing their pajamas as those in fan gear. In a true testament of freedom, 6% respondents plan to watch the Super Bowl nude or in their underwear.
Nice. Now, Amanda says we're in a stay-at-home order, so why not watch it naked? Now, sure. Amanda, if you're watching it naked, I want proof.
Well, that's a good answer. I don't know. Because it's weird, because several people have said to me, what are you doing there? I don't know. I'm watching the hockey game tomorrow and I know much going on. Find something to get into. Well, the Super Bowl, it's fucking Tom Brady again. I can't stand him. And then I started telling my wife, well, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Like, what are we doing? Oh, it's Super Bowl Sunday. So, you're going to have wings or, like you said, finger food.
Right.
I don't know. Everyone's going nuts over this ever since she said Amanda naked. My wife is from Minnesota, and I'll be making sure she's clothed. And short size in England, too.
That's right. So he's got a Minnesota wife. I'm assuming she's moved to England, but making sure she's clothed. Now, I'm curious. Why would you watch any TV show naked? I don't understand that. Why would you get naked just to watch a TV show?
Other than if you were, suffering from, I lost all my notes. Other than if you were suffering from testicular torsion and Googling I can't pay my rent. Fuck me up the ass. I can't see any reason for it either. You know, it's not like you're going to watch Jamie Oliver or Hell's Kitchen.
Naked. And you know, the people that are like, well, I would just be naked anyway. Why would you be naked anyway? Like, I don't know. Even if you're home alone, why would you wander around naked? Just put some underwear on.
Yeah.
Why would you be naked? It doesn't make sense to me.
Go rogue. Put on your flannel pajama pants without underwear or
whatever.
Wear a bra. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm same as you. But I'm not Lady Godiva. I mean, I'm not running around naked either. But
well, apparently Jason.
Oh, this is just I'm in the show.
And again, to be fair, I want proof. I watched this show naked, Jason. I want proof. And you could send it directly to DK at cavecrewradio@gmail.com.
No, don't send it to me. Are you fucking nuts? I don't want to look it up. Bad enough I got to worry about the fucking little Mexican chick who's paying for fucking rent by getting it up the ass. Poor thing.
Jason's got something he can prove it.
I don't want to know. I don't want to see it. We're going to places this week that even this show has not been. I love this show. We love you too. But if you really love us, there's a PayPal link on our homepage. And I don't have coverage for a psychiatrist, and I really need one now.
Lee Law, have fun at work. I'm glad you stopped by. The best forum to catch us on, go to the Cave Crew Radio Facebook page. Become a member of the Facebook page.
On Facebook,
we're Cave Crew Radio on Facebook. We post all week long, funny stories, photos, whatever, and we have fun all week long. The show doesn't stop when we're done here; it continues all week. Into when we go live again on Friday.
And you can always go to cavecrewradio.com, which is our webpage, YouTube link, a link to the Facebook page, link to Twitter, a link to the podcast. And if you want a shirt, they're there too.
There you go.
All right. This has been a real, usually when Stu's around, we get into this shit, but not you and me alone.
Oh, this is fun.
It's just, glad. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open. Is that what they say?
There you go. Jason Scott has a great suggestion. This week's listeners should post pics of themselves watching the show naked. CaveCrewRadio@gmail.com. They all go to DK. DK will view them, and he will give us
a
rating.
Since this is kind of a sporting event. What would be the over-under on the Cave Crew chat room and ourselves watching the Super Bowl naked? And I might just do that. I might put a house coat on and just like drop it at halftime. Do kind of like a Janet Jackson to my wife.
All right, fucking June Cleaver. Are you wearing a fucking house coat?
Well, I'm
1953.
I'm not June Cleaver. What do you do? What do you got? One of those things that you fucking Speedo?
Who wears a house coat?
I don't, but I'm trying to think about what I can do, and kind of like do the Ric Flair and disrobe, do the full Monty, as Jason would say.
There you go. Amanda says, don't forget the jacuzzi. Jump in your hot tub naked, and then you can post pictures.
I am not posting pictures of myself naked, and I don't want to see Jason Scott. Amanda, maybe, but anyway.
But Jason Scott, adamantly admits that he watches this show naked. So I think there's proof. There should be proof. I want Short Sai. He says he'll wear a loose kimono.
Kimono. Is that the same as a tutu? Like, what the fuck is that?
That's like a Japanese thing.
Okay.
It's send it on over again. CaveCrewRadio@gmail.com.
Wait a minute. I wear a house coat, and I'm everyone's ashamed of me. He wears a kimono, which is the same thing except it has pink dragons all over it, and it's all of a sudden cool.
Dragons are cooler than house coats. Yes.
Oh Lord! All right, we're kind of running over here, folks. Hang on a minute. It is that time. If I can find it. We'll give you a few minutes here, and Red Wing jerseys. I'm getting badgered all over this place. Now is the time where you have a chance to name the show, and we may have suggestions from notes we have taken along the way. And short size is silk. I believe mine's terry cloth. I haven't worn it in 10 years, and it was a joke. Okay, I'm not going to top you and say that I got like a leather dog mask and a ball that I tie around my fucking.
You're the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
Bum, 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 bum. We've lost control again. Anyway, now's the time. I'm really glad your kimono's silk, by the way. Where we name the show. So we've got enough people out there. Throw some names out there. Big B will write them down. We'll go back and forth first. I don't know that I have a lot. There's just a few things that have caught me, and I may use them only in show notes. But I gender dysmorphia.
Yep.
Cheetos and toothpaste.
Yep.
Which I could probably elaborate a little bit more on. And testicular torsion.
Gotcha.
And I also wrote down turtle heads for the win. I can't remember who said that, and I don't remember what it was about.
Turtle heads for the win is good.
I forgot about that one. Spooned by a fork or vegetarian cannibalism?
Spooned by a spork.
Yeah, you remember, like spooning, which is, I don't know what it is. I didn't write down vegetarian cannibalism. And let me tell you, folks, that if your name does not get chosen as a show, quite often when you see us release the podcast, we will use your quotes as little teasers.
Right.
Very good ones, short side. Big B.
So I wrote down 7 different things. 2 of them are way too long for show titles, so I'm going to say them first just because, they give us a laugh. The first one was, I'd like to slap the wave and ride the ripples.
Oh, I love that one too.
That is a great one, but it's way too long for a show title. Next one, are you ready?
Yep.
Next one is hemorrhoids are speed ramps for the gay community.
That was a good one too. Yeah.
Again, too long, but wonderful.
Wonderful. Just Freudian.
It's wonderful. Okay, so on to the ones potentially for the show. I have the old Ram card.
That's it. The old Ram card.
The old Ram card.
Okay.
She's called someone's bitch now. Ultra soft penis perch. Testicles playing leapfrog.
Yeah, Amanda has that one too.
Yep.
Testicle leapfrog, she called it.
Testicles playing leapfrog. And finally, I have a vegetarian cannibalism option.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that's kind of doubling up too. And I'm not trying to fade out, Jason. I am writing, and I had to lean over from the microphone. Stop being so critical. Jason also said in there, Paying rent with butt sex.
Yep.
All right, we got to get to the bottom of this now. The vegetarian cannibalism and the testicles playing leapfrog both kind of doubled up. So we need your votes, folks. Read not the long ones, just some of the top ones here. We got the testicles playing leapfrog. I did like ultra soft penis perch.
That was my favorite too, but we have to see what.
And vegetarian cannibalism.
Cannibalism, yes.
Yeah. Anybody choose to vote, because Big B and I are leaning to this ultra soft penis perch as our ultimate favorite. But we can be swayed because you're an important part of
that is very true.
Show. And I don't want to be here all night. I want to go eat my Dairy Queen. Do you have Dairy Queen over there?
We do not.
No. Okay. It's a good place. Nice burger.
I've had it. You know,
Ultra Soft gets another vote. This is going to be tough. You got 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. There's lots of good ones out there, but we got 3 votes for Ultra Soft Penis Perch. And
Amanda says ultra soft penis perch.
User, that's just a little bit long because it's got to, I don't know how to explain it to you. It's got to be like a catchphrase, but we will lead to the ultra soft. Yeah, everyone likes it.
Ultra soft penis perch, I think, is the winner.
There you go. And then all these other ones that you guys have thrown out there have a very high chance of getting in the description of the show, or what we like to call, what do we call it? Like hook. Try to hook them in.
The show notes that we bring you in.
Yeah. That'll kind of draw people in. So anyway, listen, I hope you all enjoy the Super Bowl. I hope if it's your choice, you decide to watch it naked. I mean, that's your own personal choice. You do not need to send me pictures, please and thank you.
cavecrewradio@gmail.com. Please send.
If I open up this fucking someone naked, it's bad enough you want me to Google this butt sex landlord. And I got to try and figure out how Gisèle is going to be spooned by a spork. I like that one too. Anyway, yeah,
I have to remember that. Gisèle.
Yeah, Gisèle. I mean, I think if I get a cat or a dog again, I'm seriously going to consider a Gisèle.
There you go.
I think that's like a really cool name. Anyway, no butt sex landlord. The show's name is Ultra Soft Penis Perch. Okay, other stuff, butt sex landlord, we can add into the show notes for you. All right, we're out of here, kids. Great seeing you again. We'll see you next Friday when we are expecting the actual return to Choo Choo Stew, and perhaps a time where we can give you a full picture on screen and you can still hear us. All right.
Thank you very much for listening to the show. Now stay safe, take care, and wash your hands. You are listening to Cave Crew Radio, available on demand and live at cavecrewradio.com.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tomorrow they will say, Donald Trump rants and raves at the press. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm just telling you, you're just honest people.